Okay, hi everyone. I just want to share something real quick that's been on my heart, and like the Lord's been reminding me like every single day, like when whatever goes wrong, like this is just like stuck in my mind, and I want to share it with you. So like this past summer, in my life, like I've had a lot of time to think, and a lot of time to just like sit around and see how things really are. Because like with the commotion and stuff in life, like we're just pushed one direction or the other, and we're not just like we just can't see what's happening in the moment, or what's really there, just because we're focused on the future, or anything like that we just don't notice. But like this summer for me, I've God has had me sit down and just open my eyes, and in that he's showing me who I am. And like this summer, I've seen myself as the adulterous woman in the Bible, like the woman that was caught in the very act of adultery. Like, out of anyone else, like, that's just who the Lord keeps identifying me as. Like, that's what I see myself as. And just like, wait, because you're like, what? Like, the Lord identifies you as adulterous, but like, just wait. But like, that's what I've seen. And sitting around and seeing myself as I am, and seeing all my flaws and everything so vividly, like so out in the open. I am her. And just to give like a story or a background of like in the Bible, like she was caught in the very act of adultery. So like while it was going on, she was caught. So she was grabbed and like thrown out in the middle of the street, like just in the middle of her doing this action. And so in my mind, like I see her completely exposed. Like I don't see her having time to like grab a towel or grab a blanket or like anything. Like I just see her in the middle of this circle of all these people, and my heart feels the shame and like just the regret, or just everything that she must have felt. Like in that moment with everyone around, like she couldn't escape what she just did. Like everyone was right there to remind her what she did, and like everyone saw. And so it's not one of those things where she can be like, oh, okay, tomorrow everyone will forget about it. Like no, like this was a big problem, and so many people saw it, and she was just thrown out in the middle of them, completely exposed, like naked. Like I don't know if she really was, but that's how I see her. And just so open. Like she couldn't help but to see herself as she really was. Like there was no going around that. There was no chaos. No, there was nothing that she had to do. It was just in that moment she was forced to see herself as she was. And I can only imagine like the pain that she must have felt, because a lot of the times, like I know that I do, like we do stuff and we're not proud of what we do. Like we just keep doing it because we just, I don't know if it's just like we don't feel like we have anything else to live for, or there's nothing else that will like give us pleasure. Like I don't know, but like we just do stuff that we really don't want to do, and we know that we shouldn't, and like we know it's hurting us. So she's in the middle of this crowd and all these people are around, and Jesus is right there. And I see myself in her shoes. Like I when I picture this all, like I see myself like on the ground, like just looking up and seeing him, like trying not to open my eyes because I'm too ashamed to look at anyone. Like I just want to pretty much die at this point. Like I want to be stoned, because like I just can't live with the embarrassment or the shame anymore. But I just like see myself trying to open my eyes, and there's Jesus, like writing on the ground, like not towering over me, but on the same level as me, like just drawing in the ground while everyone around me is just talking about what I just did. And I see him looking at me. And the story goes on to say, like, I don't condemn you. Like, just go and sin no more. Like, don't do this anymore. You don't have to. But there's something so deep, because in that position, I see him looking at her and making her his bride. Like, the church calls it the bride of Christ, and like Christians are the bride of Christ, because Christ is going to return someday, and he's going to take us home. Like, he's going to claim us as his, like he already did on the cross, but like we're going to be with him. So like in that moment, at her lowest moment that she couldn't run away from, like wanting to die, I see him looking at her and going, I want you. No, like, I want you. Like, you're the one that I choose. And myself in her shoes, I feel this, like, no, like, are you crazy? Like, did you just see what I did? Like, no one wants someone that's filthy like me. Like, no one will marry me. Like, this is who I am. I'm dirty, and everyone knows it. Like, everyone has seen. Like, you must be losing it. Like, how could you want me? Like, I'm disgusting. I've done so much. You just seen what I just did. Like, I am nothing. Like, I'm so dirty. And I see him waiting until like I'm finishing bashing myself and everything, saying everything that I've done, and him going, no, I know. Like, I know what you did, but I choose you, and I will clothe you in white. You are spotless. Like, I have chosen you. And like, I have paid the price for what you've done. Like, I don't see you as you see you. Like, in my mind, I see myself like in her shoes, and I know I keep saying that, but I just see like wanting to just be dirty and just seeing all that I am. And there's something so touching about hearing in my head Jesus saying, I clothe you in white. Like, I make you spotless, flawless. Like, you're covered. I have clothed you. Like, you didn't go to the store and pick out something to buy. Like, no. Like, this is my garment, and I am clothing you with it. And I don't know, that's just been so heavy on my heart lately. But like, I just want to encourage anyone that kind of feels like they don't know who they are. I think we all are like that. Like, if someone was like, hey, who are you? Like, in a deep way, I think we would all just like stop, and in our minds, like, our first reaction would be like, I don't know. But I want to tell you that like, Jesus has seen you. Like, if you were caught in adultery, if you were caught doing anything, like, he saw that, and you can't escape from that. But like, he sees you in the midst of that, and has declared you to be his bride, spotless. He has chosen you. You are new. You are his. Like, Father, like, I am yours and you are mine. That's who you are. You are clothed in white, justified, spotless, redeemed. No more are you identified as that adulterous woman. This is who you are. You are the bride of Christ. He gave you the garment. You didn't do it on your own. He gave it to you. This is who you are. This is who I am. And that is how I'm going to live my life. That is who I'm going to be identified as.